Storytelling Ron here, and this is for my wonderful Kickstarter backers for Conquest of the Evermire. I just want to do a quick update on what I'm doing. Here it is. Okay, so Conquest of the Evermire. So I'm working on it, and I'm having a good time, enjoying it. Oh, those maps were rough, man. Let me tell you. Anyway, so a little intro. Just going to show you all. Just going to scroll through and let you know what I'm doing here. Intro. So you got, and then of course all the different little places in the hinterland fortress that the party can at low level go and try to get things, healing potions, buy things, all the different crafters and all the little items they make. And I put in little lines so you could add your own little notes and print these out. So I tried to keep the artwork minimal, but still wanted to put the maps in. And this is the craftsman's row with all these different little nifty little items they can have. Still going to flesh out more text or put in lines there depending on what I'm doing. But this is sort of the merchants. Then you get to the higher level stuff, the nobles, the church, and the wizard's hall, and the tax collector, the duke's keep, and the duke here, and his griffin. And then this section here is on like some sort of homebrew swamp rules that you can use. I'm still kind of fleshing all this out. And then here's a table for encounters, so you can do your own sandbox. And with the maps is sort of sandbox play. More treasures here. Then here is where you have the groupings of humanoids. Like this is the goblin 2-page spread. Some mob rules, so you can do you can do 1 goblin or 3 as a 1-unit mob, or 5, so you can do it feels like a skirmish of goblins that they're fighting as they go up levels or whatever. More epic. You got the orc raiders. I'm still finishing this up. Bugbears. And each of these can be placed on any of the maps or on the roadway, for encounters. Bullywugs here. The different kinds. The Wanti. These are very secretive, so you don't even see them. You can't even, there's super stealth. No, I just haven't done these. I drew them, but just so you know, I didn't like my drawing, so I'm redoing it. So I'm going to work on that. And they're going to be sort of a lizardy, wanty swamp kind of, tough looking dudes. So these are the ogres, different kinds of cool ogres you're going to have. Hill giants, swamp giants, Etten, and then some beasts. Got some cool beasts. Then I got the, plants and blights and shambling swamp mound. And then I'm going to include some cool casters that are going to, you can use as leaders, mix them, however you want to do it. I'm going to do an orc necromancer for maybe one of the more scary, whatever, just giving you some stuff. So it's like literally you can mix and match however you want, with this. I'm talking over here. Whatever. I'll just finish up. So these are the maps, and okay, sorry, I got interrupted by the family. Okay, so these are the maps, and most of them are like you can mix and match what encounters you want, especially these roads, right? They can be reused over and over, because you're going to have different kinds of missions on these roads, whether they're like when they're first level, they're coming to the hinterland fortress and they can get ambushed by goblins or whatever, or they're later on, you can have a merchant saying, I need you to take this wagon back. And then they can have a couple of different encounters on these roads going back to, whatever, or they got to go find, oh, we're missing a wagon or a supply, go find it. So there's that. And then these maps are kind of off the road, so these are maps that'll be off the roads that they can go to clear it out, and then later on something else returns and occupies it. So these can be like reusable for the adventure. And this is just a basic waterway that you can use over and over, like if they go on a raft back and forth to different places. This one here is kind of more of an ogre place that they should clear out, maybe have to find and clear out. But it could be reoccupied, and it's sort of off to one side. But again, it can be repurposed or reoccupied by later on by another force or whatever, so that it gets worse or whatever. And this is a temple up in the mountains, and then this is a cool bones thing. I'm making it small res so that only you backers get the high-res version. And this is a sea galleon sunken into the swamp. And this is below the sea galleon, so it's a bunch of cool dark stuff. This is kind of where a sorcerer's could be, awakening, or, a lich, or, something like whatever. This is a goblin fortress, so this is pretty massive. And it's kind of like, like my other Kickstarter. But this one's in the swamp. It's a little simpler. And, they can just have a big battle there with, some goblin or orc or whatever you want to do there. Okay, so that's the Conquest of the Evermire. And again, it's like and I still got to do a basic overview map of the region, so that you can place these in there, and then you can place your own, sandbox style locations that they can go to and find stuff. And also, as you go up, if this becomes like a long campaign, you should, and what I was doing when I played it with my family is I started creating these different sort of routes of epic, plot lines. And I'm going to just put in kind of some examples where you can create your own epic plot line of some evil force that is sort of sending out all these minions to get rid of Hinterland Fortress, clear that out, so that they can go to the, attack the kingdoms of the world of men and elves and dwarves or whatever. But so that kind of thing. But so that's it. That's it. That's the Conquest of the Evermire. That's sort of like the first supplement of it. The kind of the low level-y funness of it all. And I'm still working on it. Just wanted to show you my progress so far. And I'm just having a good time. Okay, so backers, thank you very much. And this is definitely bigger than I expected it to be, even when I did it, initially began. But with my new computer and being able to make bigger maps, I just kind of went overboard. And again, you're going to have all these as minis, tokens, and printable cutouts, so you can fold them and use them as paper little minis if you want. If you have a widescreen TV, you can use the maps on your widescreen TV. Like a virtual tabletop. You have one of those, you can put these maps on there and use your little minis there. Or the way I'm doing it now is Roll20. So, and these all are good on there. They all work. It's all low res. I'm going to give you some really nice looking but low res maps that are huge, so that you can put them on blah blah blah. Okay, on Roll20 or one of those. All right, that's it. Thanks for backing me, and I'm working on it. It's gonna I'm plugging away. All right, and comment if you want. YouTube and all that. Subscribe or whatever. I forgot. So if you are not a backer and you're interested in this kind of stuff, it's on my on my website. I have stuff like this, and I will be posting this on there at some point. For my patrons on my website, storytellingron.com, I have a patron thing there. If you're there for 5 months, you will get this. It's after 5 months. I'm going to figure out a way, and I need to put time into this, but I'll probably put it as a sellable product on there as well, all digital, with the digital maps, mini, printable minis, and tokens that you can download. But I just haven't done that yet. But I should do that for my other Kickstarter. That's done, and then do it for this one. But anyway, so that's that. If you're interested, go to my storytellingron.com, and I have a lot of stuff on there.